Here is Liverpool's likely Tottenham starting lineup. Tottenham Hotspur host Liverpool in the Premier League today. The Reds are 8 points behind the top 4 places ahead of the weekend, while the Spurs are 5 points behind league leaders Arsenal. Spurs, who beat Marseille 2-1 away on Tuesday and placed at the top of the Champions League Group D, are going to the Liverpool match on Sunday with great confidence. It was a pretty impressive performance as Tottenham beat Bournemouth 2-0 last weekend. This win allowed them to stay in the top 4 regardless of the result against Liverpool. But after failing to beat Liverpool in any of their last 10 games in all competitions, the Reds may have a psychological hurdle to overcome when they arrive in North London. While Liverpool have struggled big for consistency this season, Tuesday's 2-0 win against Napoli in the Champions League was further proof that they could mix with any team in their day. Jürgen Klopp's side are the only team to beat the leaders of Manchester City, Newcastle, and the Italian league so far this season, but they have been in a consecutive Premier League defeat against Nottingham Forest and Leeds United in recent weeks. Their 2-1 home loss to the Lily-Whites last weekend marked their first loss in front of a full-scale crowd at Anfield in the Premier League since April 2017, marking the end of Virgil van Dijk's proud home unbeaten record. While Liverpool's performances have been sporadic throughout the season, Klopp's side consistently creates chances. Darwin, Nunez and Roberto Firmino were found guilty of missing opportunities against Leeds. The German manager will demand more brutality from the offensive players at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Sunday, as they absolutely cannot afford to fall 13 points behind the top 3 teams on the table. Tottenham took a massive hit at the Stade Velodrome in the middle of the week and Heung-min Son was removed from the game after suffering a broken eye socket in a first-half collision with Mbumba. The South Korean striker will not be able to play against Liverpool. For Liverpool, Luis Diaz, Diogo Jota, Arthur, Naby Keita and Joel Matip remain on the sidelines with long-term injuries. In the light of this information, Liverpool's possible starting 11 is as follows: Alisson in the goal, Alexander-Arnold in the right back, Konate and Van Dijk in the central defender tandem, Robertson in the left back, Henderson, Fabinho and Thiago in the midfield, Salah, Firmino and Nunez in the forward line. Reds contact Milan Skriniar. Liverpool reportedly contacted Inter Milan defender Milan Skriniar over the potential signing. With 15 goals conceded in 12 games, Jürgen Klopp's team has one of the leakiest defenses of any of the top 10 teams in the Premier League, resulting in a relegation to 9th place on the table. Joel Matip is currently injured while Ibrahima Konate is also facing a side spell this season, so the Reds may look to sign another centre-back if their injury issues continue. Transfer expert Graham Bailey explained that Liverpool are big fans of Skriniar and have been in touch with their representatives in recent weeks to discuss his situation at Inter. The Slovak captain's contract expires at San Siro in the summer, so he can sign a pre-contract deal with a non-Italian club in the January transfer window. If he doesn't sign a new deal, the Reds aim to make a shock move. But for the signing, they will face rivalry from Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester City, Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur. It's definitely smart for Liverpool to sign a player of Skriniar's quality for free. Hailed as an absolutely top-notch player both on and off the field by Inter CEO Pep Marotta and a monster by Italian football journalist Carlo Garganese, the 27-year-old was clearly rated very highly, and alongside Virgil van Dijk the Reds can settle directly into the heart of his defense. Looking at data from the top 5 leagues in Europe last year, Skriniar ranks 97th for pass completion percentage and 88th for progressive passes. There also appears to be every reason to believe how comfortable he is with playing from behind and that he can improve in the Premier League. The 27-year-old Slovak is highly experienced and can adapt quickly to Liverpool as he has great team experience. Milan Skriniar has a current market cap of €65 million and signing such a player for free would be a great transfer success. Faults on Liverpool's defensive line have become much more evident this season. Aside from Joel Matip's 31-year-old and increasing injury problems, Joe Gomez's performance, who was signed to a new contract earlier this season, was not at all promising. On top of that, Konate was injured for a long time and the deficiencies continued. Frankly, there's a big difference in pitch between Liverpool's top defenders and alternates, and when it's rotated, the game differs significantly. For this reason, Milan Skriniar transfer may offer a solution to this issue. He will be able to provide an opportunity for Joel Matip and Van Dijk to rest, as he is a player who will push the starting lineup. He also has leadership that can help other people develop. Considering that Liverpool will be spending a huge chunk of their transfer budget next summer on midfield, it would be a mistake to miss the option to get Milan Skriniar for free. It won't be easy, of course, but it sure will be an excellent job. Do you think Milan Skriniar is the right name for Liverpool? Liverpool's target is Endrick's transfer statement from his father. Brazilian sensational Endrick's father admitted that no decision has yet been made about his son's future. Endrick, who just celebrated his 16th birthday in July, is one of the most exciting talents in world football and looks close to signing into one of Europe's elite as he continues his meteoric rise. The young player made his debut against Coritiba last month, becoming Palmeiras' youngest player at first-team level. Less than 3 weeks later, he became the club's youngest goalscorer after giving a boost in a 3-1 win against Atlético Paranaense, and has maintained his goal streak ever since. Liverpool are among the teams linked to the young player, who will not be allowed to join the Reds until he is 18, but it appears Real Madrid are particularly keen on Endrick. La Liga giants have gained a reputation for hunting down talent from South America in recent years, and current examples of first-team players are evident, such as Federico Valverde, Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr. Commenting on rumors that Real has signed a deal for his son, Endrick's father told Fabrizio Romano, "Nothing has been decided for Real Madrid or any other club. We don't have a choice yet. We will decide in the coming months. Palmeiras, the club, which will pay what he wants and show us the best technical project for Endrick, will sign the boy." Providing a separate update on such links, Spanish sources claimed that Los Blancos representatives were in Sao Paulo to evaluate the player and open negotiations with Palmeiras. The report states that Endrick has a €60 million release clause, but a deal could set an exit of between £31 million and £35 million. It is said that no club has submitted an official offer at this stage. Frankly, it looks like a perfect move for Liverpool. When we take the Liverpool offensive line, Sadio Mane, Origi and Minamino have only been replaced by Darwin Nunez, and while the future of Firmino's contract is not yet clear, Endrick would do an excellent job. Liverpool have to fill the void of these players, and it's wise to fill it with Endrick. He is still quite young and has a duel that can improve himself much more under Klopp. However, the transfer is not easy at all because Real Madrid's reputation in the Brazilian market is greater. But if Liverpool can make it, it will be a pretty good start in terms of entering the market.